Hey guys, all right, so in today's vlog, we're gonna talk about my experience in tapping into timelines, how you can do it, and the synchronicities that you will see that are going to verify that you are indeed tapping into a timeline. So I have tapped into about six past lives. The most recent past life that I tapped into, I actually wanted to make a video about it. I want to make this vlog about it because now I feel very confident. I'm always learning, but I feel extremely confident, and I have this like inner knowing of when I'm tapping into a past life. The way past lives come to you is by sheer, like, in this lifetime, what do you enjoy? What do you love to do? What kind of things perk your interest? So I'm just gonna jump into my example, the example of my last life that I just tapped into not too long ago. So for the longest time, like, I love henna. That's why we're doing this vlog. So recently, since I've been introducing more self-care and more joy into my life, I have been going to go get my henna done as often as I can because I actually love it. One of the things that one design in particular that I've always just found so beautiful, so elegant, and I would just gravitate towards was this. Even when I was younger, so I just got it done. This part, it's gonna get darker, but this is like I literally just got it done at noon today, and it's probably 3:30 now. So back to the vlog. This situation here. Even when like I was younger, and henna just became really intricate, when henna became intricate, and it was just like taking off in the early 2000s. Every bride was just getting like all these beautiful designs. Then they started hiring the henna person to do people's hands, and it was like $5 a hand, and you could get your hand done of henna. And I remember like all of my cousins and my girlfriends, any party I went to, would get all these awesome intricate designs, really cool looking designs done on their hands. And I always just loved this. I just loved it. And I was always the only person that would just have a simple circle like I have here, and I would have my fingers done too. Now, this is related to tapping into past lives. What I've realized, this is I just tapped into this past life a couple weeks ago, is that your interests and your deepest interests, those that give you joy, things that you enjoy, even if it's not following trend, if you're not actually following trend, it's an even stronger indication that it's probably part of your past life. It's probably something that you wore or you did in a past life. So let's move on. Now you know I've always loved this old school, classical Indian, circles. The other thing that I always wanted to do when I was younger, and I just found so fascinating, whenever I would watch a Hindi movie, classical Indian dance, I just was mesmerized by it. Like just the slow movements that they would do, and to me, I would watch it and see such beauty in the dance. And I would almost see, I didn't know it when back then. This is like, I'm talking when I was a teenager. And even now, I watch these, whenever I watch classical Indian dance, I cannot take my eyes off these women. Just so beautiful, and the movements, the technique, I absorb in it. And when they play the drums, I'm fully immersed. And I don't know why. I just love it. Even classical, like Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, like classical music, Indian old school kind of music, just takes me to another place. Now let's go back to timelines. So this is another indication of a past life experience. Recently, not recently, for the last like couple of years, even let's say 3 or 4 years, I will on and off go on my computer and look for a classical Indian dance teacher. I still, till this day, I still want to learn classical Indian dance. Now let's put this all together. So now that I know more about timelines, as I'm getting older, the more I meditate, the more I'm connected with spirit, I realized that, oh my gosh, I was a classical Indian dancer in a past life. When I put this henna design and my, not obsession, just my joy for that dance, just, oh, the joy I get by watching it. My body wants to move like them, okay? There's such a connection. And I was like, oh my God, I was a classical Indian dancer in a past life. That's why I love the Lange. I love it. When I made this realization, let's just say a few weeks ago, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't know. Time is irrelevant. When I made this realization out of nowhere, if you guys know Rekha, she is like the epitome of this stuff. She started popping up on my Pinterest out of nowhere. I did not punch in classical Indian dance. I didn't punch it in. I was just looking at Indian clothing on Pinterest. She started popping up everywhere on Pinterest. I'm watching this Hindi movie, and out of nowhere, they start talking about Rekha, and the movie's not even about her, but they talked about how Rekha went through this journey in her 50s, lost all this weight, and got back into the movie industry. Well, I'm watching a different movie. This is a true story of an Indian girl flying airplanes, and out of nowhere, they're talking about Rekha. These are all synchronicities. They're all synchronicities. So if you want to tap into your past lives, you need to realize what your true joy is now in this life. What do you gravitate towards? What do you enjoy? What is it? When you start tapping into that kind of stuff and you have a knowing, it's most likely a past life. Especially like now I see visions. I can see visions of it. And then I know definitely it's my past life. I can see the past timeline. I can see it. So I've been on my quest. I really want to just learn classical Indian dance. I still want to, especially when I learned, oh my God, that was a past life. Today, as I'm getting my henna done, I'll link her below. She's amazing. Go get your henna done from her. I can't remember, Canadian henna or something, but I'll link it. As I'm getting my henna done and we start talking about classical dance she brought it up. She brought up classical dance because I wanted pink henna. I wanted her to find me pink henna. And she started talking about classical dance. And then she told me her sister-in-law, who's very young and goes to school here, actually went to the national levels and does classical Indian dance. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, will she teach me? Can you ask her? How much will she charge me? She's a student. Like, just tell me. I would love to learn. That was my absolute affirmation. Tick. But this is how synchronicities, faith, joy, listening to your body, because like I said, my body just wants to move when I watch these women. I get so excited. It's like a body high. I'm like in a different world. Becoming aware of this, you're usually tapping into a past life. So if you just have faith in all this stuff, and look, and now I've attracted, after 6 or 7 years of looking, I finally attracted somebody who possibly, hopefully, will teach me classical dance. And do you know how many more doors I'm gonna open once I learn and I can become one and I'm tapping into that girl in a past life that I was? It all comes together, man. It all comes together. But that is how you tap into past lifetimes. Love you guys. Bye.